3/5 of the senators duly chosen and sworn having not voted in the affirmative, the motion is not agreed to.
What we just saw here is pretty shocking. What we've just witnessed here is the Democratic Senate shut down the opportunity to debate the top economic priority of the Democratic President of the United States.
Well, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell maybe having a little bit too much of enjoyment out of this thing, even though he wants the bill to pass too. Yesterday's vote to reject the so-called fast-track measure on the administration's trade bill, that was a big surprise McConnell was talking about. That's a great place also to bring in John Gizzi and start our roundtable by adding Liz Peek, political columnist as well. Good to have you with us, Liz.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's start with you though, John. When you heard that the Democrats had actually succeeded in ending the debate on this bill, was it a surprise for you as well?
No, not at all, because increasingly the fire against the two trade bills, the Trans-Pacific Partnership with Asia and the TTIP with the European Union, are coming from the president's own party. Yes, there is Republican opposition. By last count, 73 Republican members of the House and Senate are against it, their voice usually led by Senator Jeff Sessions of Alabama, who's been particularly vocal about this and has written op-eds about it. That said, I think it's safe to say that Republican leadership on the Finance Committee, Chairman Paul Ryan of the Ways and Means Committee, Chairman Bob Goodlatte of the Judiciary Committee are all foursquare in favor of the trade legislation. So my guess is that it's the president's own party and in big numbers that are thwarting him on something he very much wants to bring to the floor, knowing Republicans are going to enact it for him.
Well, Liz, Dick Morris yesterday, when I just talked about this with him, and Elizabeth Warren yesterday in the Senate, said the only winners of this deal are going to be big businesses, not even just the big businesses here in this country, but big businesses overseas. What do you say?
First of all, I kind of agree with President Obama that we have to participate in the global economy and not sort of set ourselves backwards by being the only country that is not engaging in these kinds of negotiations. Look, I think that what we're seeing here is very dramatic evidence of the shift to the left of the Democrat Party. There's no question that Elizabeth Warren has taken the lead, as has Bernie Sanders, by the way, on this deal, on opposing this deal. I think also it's interesting to note that this puts the party very much in opposition, or places Hillary Clinton in a very awkward position. Hillary Clinton in the past has been not only favorable on NAFTA, which of course was signed into law by her husband and widely touted as one of his big achievements, but she's also been very positive until recently on the TPP, the Asia Trade Pact that we're talking about here. So I mean, I think it's just sort of a heads up to America that this is kind of the way the Democrat Party is leaning. And last comment I'd make is, even the New York Times acknowledged today that the president has not in 7 years really worked Congress. And this is now finally, he can't really blame Republicans here. This is his own party saying, look, you haven't done much for us. And we're not going to toe the line on this.
Yeah, another knock on the president and his lack of relationship with Congress. We're going to have to leave it there, you guys.